today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 66 yards. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 27. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11. On first down, Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Wilson. Touchdown! Eric Sauber from 3 yards out. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Right back to him on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mahomes going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Wilson rolling to his right.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
At their own 21. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the delay, this is Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll give up the gut for Murray. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Up the middle, Murray. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
72 yards on the ground here for Murray. He's got a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Forced out to his left.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 22. They begin the drive with a run by Murray.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
On the return, it's Tony.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, McKinnon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Mahomes firing complete, and they're going to get this down inside the 20. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Dancing to his left. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd? And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.